you lacking motivation? What is it in particular that you may be struggling with when it comes to the weight loss, with the fat loss, etc.? So if you guys want to just comment down below, that would be great. And also, I want to be able to talk more about. Let me go over here real fast and do a little screen presentation. Being able to talk more about where people are struggling at. Okay. So one thing that I realize is that when it comes to motivation, that's where people tend to kind of put the blame at. Okay. Remember to tap and like, please. I greatly appreciate that. So the thing is that I've noticed that a lot of people find the lack in motivation. Okay. When it comes to their overall goal for losing the weight, losing the body fat. I don't know how many people are here right now that are looking to lose weight by summertime, right? New summer, new me, or new year, new me. But if you are looking for that, just type in the one. And just to let me know, right? Because I want to continue to speak on this while I can, while I do have about 20 minutes or so. So let me know. Let me know. I do like the setup here. It's really, really nice. Welcome back, Lori B. You said you had a question the other day, but I didn't see the question from you. I didn't see the question from you. So send me that question. And in the meantime, I want to read off a little something to you all here. Um, the main thing when it comes to motivation, okay, I was thinking about this today. The main thing is that motivation really isn't the problem. Okay. And I want to what I want to do is I want to talk about it in this manner here. So if you guys could just hear me out real fast, this would be phenomenal. And I think this will really benefit all of you. Motivation really isn't the problem. The thing is that most people, what happens is, myself included in the past, is that when I would, go to lose the weight, lose the body fat, feel better, look better, I was relying on a lot of motivation. Okay. And when I kept relying on that motivation to say, hey, like, I need to lose weight by summertime. How many of us are looking to lose weight by summertime, right? It's like, okay, summertime is going to be here before we know it. So we're trying to lose the weight and, look fit, get right, be beach ready for those. I'm in California. So be beach ready, ready to look good and feel good. Like, that's what we tell ourselves each and every year. But what happens? Somehow, some way, we get lost and we start to lose that motivation, or we can't find that motivation. And I'm over here like trying to get more motivated, right? I'm gonna get to your question in a second, Laura. I see it right now. I'm gonna save it. Good morning, Bren. Let me say my good mornings real fast. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna pin your comment right now, Lori. Um, I'm gonna get to that in a second for sure. But good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for jumping in. I really do appreciate that. Just remember to continue to tap and like. All right, so I'm gonna get back to it real fast. Now, I'm just kind of go on this talk because I want to make sure that this can help you. We tend to find motivation when it comes to December 31st, going into January 1st, new year, new me, right? I'm going to be motivated to lose this weight, to look good, to feel good. And then week 2, week 3 of January, we start to lose that motivation. What happened? Right? All of a sudden, we don't have that motivation anymore. We can't find that motivation anymore. We don't know what to do when it comes to motivation. So then all of a sudden, we tend to scale back. The new year, new me resolution is gone. Okay. The I want to look good and feel good is gone because we are relying on something that's called motivation. It's like a feeling. So my question would be, first and foremost, what motivates you? Right? What is motivating you to say, you know what, new year, new me, or when it comes summertime, I want to look good, I want to feel good, I want to look fine, I want to fit in these clothes, I have a reunion coming up. What is it that motivates you? Because I'm gonna turn it a little bit to make sure that something can stick with you. I'm gonna give you the solution, but I want to make sure that it sticks with you. And I also want to make sure where people are struggling at. Because a lot of us, myself included in the past, would rely on motivation. All right. So let me just get a little drinky drink real fast. But when it comes to our health, okay, so let me keep on going. When it comes to our health, the thing is that are we motivated to take care of ourselves, or do we need to take care of ourselves? Okay, so I'm gonna start breaking things little by little. I'm gonna break things down little by little. We need to take care of ourselves on a daily basis, because if we don't, we get sick, we start putting on weight, we don't feel good, we start relying on other people to help us, right? And we start relying on medication to help us and feel better. But if we get up every day and we're like, you know what, I'm gonna make sure that I'm staying active, I'm gonna make sure I'm staying hydrated. I'm gonna make sure that I'm nourishing my body. I want to make sure that I'm exercising. I want to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep and resting and fasting. If I could do that on a daily basis, then I don't need to rely on all these outside sources, because what I need to do is right here within myself. I think that's one of the biggest issues that people kind of fell off from, because they're relying on these outside sources. Where it's like, if you think about it, in the 80s, the 70s, even in the 90s, people had their meals, they exercise, they stay hydrated, they get good sleep, and they were feeling fine, right? It wasn't all these different things that people had to rely on in order for them to feel better, look better, live better, and give better. They just kept it very simple. And I think for all of us as busy professionals who are 35 and over, we remember those commercials in the 90s where people were wearing those crazy colors, or in the 80s where people were wearing those crazy colors, the leotards, and they were like, come on, everybody, let's dance, let's dance. And everybody was looking, thin and fit. And so what happened is, you were feeling motivated. You would do those Taibo videos, you would do the kickboxing videos, you would jump around and do all this stuff. And then you kept going because you're like, man, like, this is simple. And then all of a sudden, all these things started coming around within like 2000, late, 2010, 2020. And now it's like, well, if you take this gummy, well, if you use this here, if you inject this here, if you do this here, here's the things that you need in order for you to get to where you want to be, right? In order for you to lose the weight, in order for you, and you're feeling mentally, you're just like, man, like, I can't find this motivation to lose the weight. I can't find this motivation to lose the body fat. I can't even find this motivation to, nothing's working. And so what's happening is that you literally just put a lid on yourself, put a lid on your health and wellness, put a lid on your lifestyle transformation. And it's pretty much like you've given up because you've lost motivation. A motivation, fam, is just a feeling. That's all it is. It's a feeling. Like, I'll give you a perfect example, and this is just real talk. Today, one of my good friends came back. We're out working out at the gym, and he's been on a business trip for about a month and a half. And so when I saw him, like, I was hyped up, I was ready to go. Like, come on, let's go, let's get it, man. Let's catch up. Where you been? It's good seeing you. I was motivated, right? And so we start working out. We're talking, we're laughing, we're catching up on time, and then we're working out, and it's just back to the habits, right? Back to being consistent with the workout routine, back to saying, what's up, brother, and all this kind of cool stuff. But that motivation, the feeling motivation, got real high, right? And then it came down, and it came down, and it came down, and it came down. But then the habits continued to kick in. I was just motivated within that moment. Okay. Now I'm still excited, of course, that he's back, and now we're all working out together as again, because I'm all about my community of people working out together. Right. But the motivation was high as Bobby Brown, and then it came down back to normal. Okay. But because all of a sudden, if he doesn't show up tomorrow, I'm not going to be like, man, I don't even want to work out here. He's not even here right now. I don't even feel motivated. That's a feeling. As you notice what I'm saying, I don't feel motivated. Okay. So this right here, I got to be careful of what I put on screen. This is a product. Okay. And I know I'm sounding kind of silly here, but I just want to make things very simple so it can relate. Okay. And if I'm missing the comments, I apologize. I just want to be able to kind of share the story with you all here. This is just a nice, tangible product that I could touch, right? That I can twist, that I could turn. It goes onto my phone. I can clip it. It's like a magnet thing, right? Now, if I misplace it, I can go try to find it, right? I may have lost a product, something that's tangible that I can hold, right? That I could touch. But motivation, I can't touch. It's not tangible. Okay. So when people go, I just lost the motivation. No, that's not the case. What's happening is that you just lost your drive and your purpose that you set before you in order for you to get from where you are to where you want to be, because you're letting outside influences get in your way. Now, going back to this, if I lose it, I can find it. I'm like, yay, I found it. Cool. Here we go. I'm going to make sure that I don't lose it again. So let's not rely on motivation so much. Why? Because it's a feeling. Okay. We can't touch it, right? We can't hold it. We can't, it's just a feeling. But what we can do is say, you know what? I need to show up for myself every single day, because I know for a fact there's facts versus feelings. Okay. I'm going to use this side for facts, and I'm going to use this side for feelings. I know for a fact that if I eat healthy, If I nourish my body, if I hydrate and I do fasting and I work out on a daily basis, or if I exercise at least 3 to 4 days a week, and I'm giving 100% effort, I'm doing the best that I can. Facts. I know that I'll feel better. So do I need to feel motivated to get all these things? In the beginning, you may. Okay. And I'm not saying motivation is bad. What I'm saying is this is typically why motivation typically isn't the problem for people. Okay. And I'm gonna get to the solution even more. But I just wanted to break that down. So if it's like, you know what, I'm nourishing my body. I'm feeling good. I'm resting. I feel so great. Working out. Man, I feel good. The feeling is coming from the facts. Now, let's reverse it. Man, I'm eating like trash. I'm not getting good sleep. I keep running to alcohol. I'm looking for outside influences to kind of get me motivated. I keep blaming everything outside of my zone here because I'm not focused on myself. I keep reaching out and watching Netflix all day. I'm watching Jerry Springer, for those in the 90s, Jerry Springer, or Jenny Jones, or whoever, Ricky Lake. I'm watching all these shows to kind of get that outside influence to kind of mask my facts of life. This feeling over here is like, well, okay, how do you feel? Well, I feel terrible because the facts are I'm relying on all these outside sources to help me feel better, but I'm still not feeling better. I'm masking my issues right now with alcohol and junk food. I'm over here not working out. I'm sleeping in. I'm starting to blame everybody else. I'm starting to blame what I see on TV. I'm watching the news first thing when I wake up in the morning just to get some more bad news so I could tell somebody else about it and talk about more drama. Okay, fine. If that's how you feel based off of the facts, then that's how you feel. Right. So going back to this motivation is like, I feel motivated in the moment, but what's your purpose? Like, where are you going with that? That's the part that we need to figure out. Okay. And my purpose, when I finally said, you know what, number one, I had two purposes in life. Number one, my first purpose was like, I want to be able to become a professional wrestler one day. That was my thing. I want to be this professional wrestler to step into a ring in the WWF ring and go to Japan and be this big wrestler. Okay. That was my purpose, which means, do I need motivation for that? No, I need to execute towards that purpose to get from where I am now to where I want to be. Right. So I had to execute towards that purpose. The purpose was professional wrestling. Okay. That was my purpose. Okay. So if we can all think about it and go, okay, let's have like an umbrella, or let's have like a picket sign and say, okay, if I had a picket sign, what would it say on my purpose? Is it to be best looking husband and father, best looking husband and mother, most fit, be an example for my kids, live to see my grandkids get married, live to see my first grandchild born, live to see my kids get married? What is it? What is it where you can hold up your own picket sign or your own umbrella and say, here's my purpose? And once you have that purpose, don't change it. Go towards it. Because here's what's going to happen. Outside people are going to try to change it for you, and then you're going to lose motivation. Right? But remember what I said about this. You can't just lose it and then find it. No. But if that purpose is in front of you, you put that right in front of you and go, okay, ain't nobody gonna stop me. Yeah, let somebody tell me, oh, you think you good now because you're eating healthy? Yeah, go ahead, let somebody say that to me. I ain't tripping. Move. I still got my purpose right in front of me. I ain't stopping this time. Right. And then you got other people saying, oh, you looking too skinny now. You lost all this weight. You looking too skinny. Hey, you know what? This is my purpose. I said I'm gonna do it because I know one day I want to see my kids get married. I want to see my first grandchild born. I'm going to my high school reunion this year, and I want to make sure I look my best and feel my best, because when I was in high school, I was the fat one. Right. Whatever it is, put that purpose right in front of you and then just execute towards it every day, and don't change it. Especially don't change it for anybody else, because they're not part of your purpose. Only you are. Okay. So when I finally got a chance to accomplish my goals and dreams of becoming a professional wrestler, cool. I did it. I accomplished it. I conquered. And now can't nobody tell me nothing, because I had to execute towards that on a daily basis to get to become a professional wrestler. Okay. So what I'm saying is this: motivation comes and goes, purpose lasts forever. So what do you need in order for you to accomplish that purpose? Okay. What I used is structure, system, and accountability. So think of SSA, right? I think what's Social Security? SSC. So no, SS. So think of SSA. Okay. You got structure, you got system, and you got accountability. So what did I do? I had my brother Dorian help me with the workouts, right? And I talk about this all the time because it's very influential in my life. My brother Dorian was helping me with the workouts on a daily basis. He took me under his wing. He said, "This is what you got to do, bro, because you were 335 pounds before. And if you really want to become this professional wrestler, remember, you want to become this professional wrestler, you want to look the part, you got to lose that weight." Right? Did he distract me from my purpose? No, he helped me reach my purpose. Once you have it defined and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm being vulnerable. I'm being open. I really need that help right now. People who win in life and want to see you win, they will jump in with you and help you no matter what. Okay. So, yes, let those people in. People who are hating on you, kick those people out because it's your purpose. So, that's what he did. My girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife, helped me with the nutrition side. I didn't know about nutrition then. I was working out and I was eating junk food every day. And I'm like, why am I not looking different? Well, that's because I didn't know about nutrition at the time. So she helped me with nutrition. She was competing. I was going for a show on MTV. We had this alignment together of getting fit together now. So now I have accountability and now I have structure, right? Working out every day. Okay, I'm going to eat certain meals every day, right? And then at that time, it was like, okay, we're going to have one cheat meal together, and then we're going to get right back to the grind. Cool. So now we have structure. If I have a system, if I have accountability, if I have structure, where's motivation in? Do I need it? Do you guys need it now? If you have system, accountability, and structure, do you really need it? Do you need that motivation? So that's where people are lacking. Okay. So that's the solution to the problem is that you don't need the motivation. What you need is you need to have a system, you need to have accountability, and you need to have structure. How many of us have literally pulled up in the parking lot at the gym and was like, I don't feel like going in? Myself included, I'm guilty of it as well. I don't feel like going in. I'm just not motivated enough to go in. Right. So, and if that's been you, go ahead and type in the one word fast, just so I know. Okay, just so I know, and I'm just being real. Okay, myself included. Pull up in the parking lot, man. I don't feel like going today, right? And then it's like try to talk yourself out of it. You're like, man, I can go home and do laundry. I can pick my nose and watch everybody else. I'm coming to the gym right now. I just don't feel like it. Right? You have that feeling again. But then all of a sudden, somebody might call you and be like, hey, man, I'm about to go to the gym right now. Or, hey, man, I'm not feeling too good. I'm feeling overweight. I don't know. And I know you go to the gym every day. And so I'm just like, what can I do? Can you give me some tips? And all of a sudden you're like, yeah, let me give you some tips. And then you start helping them. And all of a sudden you're like, man, I need to get into this gym. You go into the gym, you start working out or to a dance class, whatever it may be. And then you come out of that gym or that dance class or whatever it is, and you feel better. Why? Because you put in the facts, right? You went in there, you executed towards your purpose, and now you feel better. It's not that hard, fam. So is motivation good? Yeah, it's cool, right? But can we rely on it? That's the point I'm trying to get across. Can we rely on just motivation alone to get from where we are to where we want to be? We can't do it because we look for it, we can't find it, but it's not tangible, right? If it was a golden key that said motivation, if you pick this key up, you'll be motivated and you'll go all day, every day. But unfortunately, fam, we don't have that. Okay. So what we got to do is we got to have a defined purpose in life. And then we have to execute towards that purpose. We have to have a system, we have to have structure, and we have to have accountability. If you have those three things and you execute towards your purpose on a daily basis, why do I say this? Because I've done it twice. You would get from where you are to where you want to be. Just let the people outside with all that noise trying to come in, just keep them out. You can edit that relationship. You don't need that in your life because remember, it's your purpose, it's not theirs. All right. So that's why when I talk about this stuff with people, when I answer these questions on comments or when I answer them on live, it's what I'm doing right now is I'm saying, look, let me go ahead and address this to as many people as possible. And then that way you guys can hear it and go, you know what? Yeah, that does make sense. Because once I'm off this live, I hit power off, you hit power off, and you go watch another live or you go do something else, you might feel motivated right now just listening. But then that starts to go down. Then what? You're just going to try to look around for more motivation to get started? or to hit that summer goal? What is it? Okay. So rely on that purpose. All right. So that's why when I have a school community now and I'm able to help people with that, a lot of us are going through that right now. A lot of us are struggling right now. But you know what? Let's all struggle together, but let's help each other. Let's have a system. Let's have a structure. And let's have accountability. All right. So what I want to do, I'm gonna close this out real fast. And then one thing is this is that I want to be doing these on a daily basis, at least 3 to 5 days per week, where I'm coming up with a specific topic, right? Like today was the first one where I wanted to talk about motivation. And the thing is that if you want more, if you want to have another topic for me to discuss where it comes to mindset, weight loss, fat loss, health, habits, right? All those different things that comes to health and wellness, lifestyle transformation, please do me a favor. Send me a comment on Instagram, please, if you have Instagram. If not, you can follow me on YouTube. YouTube is also Coaching by Drake. Okay. So Coaching by Drake on TikTok, Coaching by Drake on YouTube, X, all those. It's all same. It's just one word across though. It's not coaching space by space Drake. It's just one word. And just send me a message or a comment and say, hey, I'm struggling with this or I need help with that. And trust me, I will talk about this. And I want to do more of like a daily motivational message to give it to you all. And then of course I want to do some ask me anything on weight loss and fat loss. Okay. Because that's what I really specialize in, especially after losing 130 pounds and dropping 34% body fat. Okay. And just doing it the natural way. All right. So just wanted to let you guys know. So please send me a message, send me a DM on Instagram if you have it, or you could post it on my YouTube on Coaching by Drake. Any of my videos, I do check. Okay, but not on TikTok because it's too many notifications. I get flooded, and I apologize again for those who I haven't gotten back to on DMs, just because it's flooded with requests. People want to join, they want to sign up for my school, and I get it, and I'm helping doing that. But I want to make sure that I'm staying on top of that and being able to come back here on a daily basis. All right. So real fast, it's 8:36 a.m. here in San Diego. So I'm gonna spend a few minutes answering a question here. I didn't say that you're old. Yeah, you got to start. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do this over here. So Brooke said, I love what you're doing. I'm a 24-year-old author. I just published my book. Cool. Please support. Sorry, got to go my way to the gym because I'm motivated. I like it. Brent says, yes, got to want to do it for yourself. Exactly. That's right. You got to do it for yourself. Okay. I'm looking at the comments over here. But let's see. Somebody says struggling with consistency. Okay. I can't see the name, but you're struggling with consistency. Why? So let me know why, or if you want to send me a message and I could talk about that tomorrow. Okay. So somebody said, I'm 58 on Thursday and my legs are skinny. And I have, oh, this was Lori. Okay, cool. 58 on Thursday and my legs are skinny and I have a small, but I'm trying to build legs. I think something was left out there. It says, I'm 58 on Thursday and my legs are skinny and I have a small, but I'm trying to build legs. Okay. I'm not sure if you're still here, Lori, but if you want to fill in that, that'd be great. But if you're, let me just try to guess and see what she was saying here. Your legs are skinny. So the one thing is that I don't know if you're working out on a daily basis, but I would highly encourage. Hey, you want to be able to hit legs at least 2 to 3 times per week. Okay, if you're at the gym, you can definitely hit just the front part of your legs. Where okay, but but was it but? Okay, I must have skipped it. Sorry about that. Um, So, she typed butt twice. Okay, got it. So in a small, okay, so she has skinny legs and a small butt. Yeah. So the thing is that when you're working out your whatever body part you're working out on. Okay, so let's talk about legs, and I'll do this question of the day here. But if you're working out legs, right, you want to do it 2, 3 times a week. I see women hitting legs usually 2 to 3 times a week. And what happened is, let's say like today is Tuesday. So if they're doing it Tuesday, Thursday, or Tuesday and Friday, let's keep it simple. They're doing the quads, the front part of their legs, right? So, and then they may be hitting glutes, right? So quads and glutes. And then on Friday, they hit the backside of their legs and they're hitting hamstrings, calves, and glutes again, right? Because especially if they want to build a butt, then they want to be able to hit glutes maybe twice a week. But what they're doing is they're splitting their leg cycle and they're saying, okay, the front side of legs, I'm going to do maybe I'm gonna do some quads, but I'm gonna hit like some hip flexors and I'm gonna go ahead and hit adductors and abductors, and then I'm gonna hit the glutes. And then again on Friday, I'm gonna hit hamstrings, I'm gonna hit calves, maybe hit some adductors, not abductors, but adductors, and then I'm hitting glutes again. right? And what you're doing is you're breaking the muscles down to your legs. The key part is nourishing your body in order to feed the muscles that you've broken down. Okay. So if you're not feeding your body the right way and you're feeding your body just junk, what's going to happen is your legs won't be able to build that muscle that was just broken down. It's just going to be filled up with junk. So you really, really want to make sure that you are nourishing your body on a daily basis in order for you to build the legs. And then you could target, you could feed the volume to that body part that you want to, right? So if you're doing it 2 to 3 times a week, you want to be able to, build those glutes, or the butt, or whatever people call them, cake, wagon, dump truck, whatever you want to call it. You can start to build that more and more and more. You want to just be able to include it more and more and more. There's clients of mine who I have where I say, you know what, like, what is it in particular that you want to focus on? Just even if you gave it a little bit of time and you want to be able to get some bigger arms, right? Let's say, for example, they want bigger biceps. Okay. So, I set up this thing called feeder workouts where you feed the volume, the blood to that specific body part. You do it on a daily basis, right? Try to hit 100 reps, 150 reps on a daily basis. Even if you're hitting legs, shoulders, arms, chest, back, hit arms at the end of your workout. Just make sure you get 100 to 150 reps in per day. And then from there, do that for a month and see if the size of your arms increase. CT Fletcher's done it. Rich Piana has done it. People who I follow when it comes to the fitness stuff, I follow the OGs. Okay. And they talk about feeder workouts, hitting arms every day, right? If you want to hit them cheeks, you want to build that up, start targeting it more. You want to hit legs, start targeting it more. But the important part is nourishing your body on a daily basis in order for you to build the muscle with the right ingredients that you've just broken down. All right. Let's see. Squats, lunges, and Bulgarians are great compounds to hit. Yep, you're absolutely right. And somebody said a high protein diet is so important. Frequency of vitamins is important. Yeah, exactly right. So Abdurham. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Yeah, absolutely right. That's what you want to be able to do. So you want to be able to break the muscles down with working out. You want to be able to nourish your body and build the muscle that you've broken down and then repeat. All right. So thank you for that. I appreciate that question very much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back on here tomorrow because I got to head out right now. But this is the new routine. I just want to say thank you guys for jumping in on the live. Sorry for the late arrival. But now we have TikTok live on my MacBook instead of my iPad. That was tough. But now that I have it here, this is phenomenal. So thank you guys. I'm still learning it. And for those who are on Twitch, X, YouTube, Facebook, thank you guys for joining me over there as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we're going to continue to rise, grind, and conquer, fam. So send your questions to me on DM on Instagram, or you can send it to me on YouTube. All right. So let's get it. Yeah, that.